welcome to today's video. This is bed yoga for stress relief. So we're going to do a little sequence that you can do either when you first wake up, if you're feeling stressed, maybe before bed, or really any time during the day to decrease your stress. And of course you could do this on the floor. You don't need to be in a bed, but nice to have poses that are all accessible from bed that don't require you to get up and down off the floor. So we're going to begin lying on our backs, and you can have your legs lengthened out, or you can keep the knees bent, maybe even letting the knees fall in towards each other. So just lying in whatever way is comfortable here. Arms can be alongside, or maybe the hands rest on the belly, and then gaze can be soft, or you can close your eyes. So just starting to really slow down here. And just starting to tune in to your body, noticing your breath. And the tendency here might be to try and change the breath, try and make it into something that you think it should be. But see if you can just, for now, just notice. And know that your breath is always here for you, an amazing tool to relax, to help you be more present. So letting your breath guide you through this entire sequence. So keeping your eyes closed if you'd like to, we're going to pull the knees in towards the chest here. Just bringing a little bit of movement. You might rock slightly side to side. Good, and then from here, grabbing onto the knees, we're going to draw some circles. So if you're in bed, this will feel different than if you're on the floor. This will be a bit more of a massage for the lower back if you're on a more solid surface. And we'll go the opposite direction. And not really worrying about what your body looks like here, just going with what feels best. You don't have to do anything you don't want to do. Good, keeping the hands where they are. We're going to draw some circles with the knees, so bringing the knees apart and then drawing them in circles. These might be small circles, or maybe you work your way into some bigger circles. Whatever works here. And we'll go the other way as well. Good, last one. Good, keeping the right knee pulling in. We're going to extend the left leg down. If this is too much, you can keep that left knee bent, or even put a pillow or something underneath the left leg. So pulling that right knee in as much as is comfortable here, but mostly focusing on relaxing. So relax your neck, relax your jaw, relax your shoulders. So just noticing that they don't have to do as much work as they like to think they do. Good, and then slowly draw that left knee in. Maybe change the clasp of your fingers, and right leg extends, and you might stay bent. Is there anything, any place in your body that you can just release a little bit more tension? Good, on your next exhale, you can release the left leg down. We're going to bring both feet to the mat. And you're going to need a pillow, blanket, something like that here. We're going to use that as a support. So the heels are about to the point where you can maybe just touch your heels with your fingertips. we're going to bring a support. You might fold a pillow in half, maybe a blanket, really depends on what feels best. Bringing that underneath the low back, coming into a supportive bridge. So obviously if we have a really low support like me, this might not feel like much, but this can be a very kind of safe and supported feeling posture. And it can also really help with low back pain, gives the low back here a chance to completely release. So again, you might allow the knees to fall in, maybe turning the heels out, toes in. And once again, maybe the eyes close and you're just sitting with your breath. Letting your body feel nice and heavy. Seeing if each exhale, you can sink a little bit more into the support underneath you. The next posture we're coming into, you got some options. So you can either do legs up the wall or waterfall. So for legs up the wall, you're literally going to bring yourself against the wall and lift the legs up. For waterfall, you're keeping a support underneath the low back and you're just lifting the legs up above the hips. So you need enough of a support that it allows the pelvis to tilt so that the legs can kind of just hang out here effortlessly. So if lifting the legs up like this is a lot of work and you can't kind of relax, then you're going to want to come against the wall and let the legs rest on the wall. So this can be really calming for the nervous system here. We're in this inversion, so we have our legs above the heart, so all the blood flowing back to the heart has an easier job of getting back there. Good. Next exhale, gently release. All right, well, we tend to store a lot of tightness and perhaps even stress in our hips. So we're going to come into a figure 4 stretch here, bringing the right ankle over top of the left knee, flexing the right toes back. You can try to press that right knee away from you. Now, this is enough of a stretch. Stay here to deepen, keep the right toes flexed, and you can start to pull the left thigh in towards you. So again, here we're looking to relax as much of the body as possible. So I kept my pillow underneath me. You can take that out of the way here if that doesn't feel good in this stretch. Good, gently release. And switching to the other side. Flex the left toes back, press the left leg away from you, and then maybe you deepen by pulling the right thigh in towards the body. And those left toes are flexed back here to protect the knee joint. So it helps engage the muscles around the knee joint to stabilize the joint. On your next exhale, release, and we'll come into our final posture, our spinal twist. So releasing that support if you have one. So for a gentler twist, we'll just bring the feet wide and allow the knees to fall over to one side. You can support yourself here with a pillow or two. For a little bit of a deeper twist, we'll extend that left leg long, shift your hips up and over to the right, and then cross that bent right knee over the body. Trying to keep the shoulders both down if possible, and your gaze might come to the right. That left hand can help deepen the twist by pressing the knee down, or you can extend the arms out. So the only goal here we have is to release as much as possible into the twist. Last breath. Good on your inhale. Slowly back through center. And maybe you drop the knees to the other side, or we lengthen the right leg out long, shift the hips over to the left, and allow that left knee to come over the body. Again, arms might come out to the side and gaze might follow those left fingertips. Last breath here. Fully let everything go. And slowly making your way back to your back. From here, maybe lengthening the legs out long if that feels okay. You can always put a pillow underneath the knees here. A little bit of a support for the low back. Arms out to the side. Coming into our Shavasana, our corpse pose. This is our resting posture, so maybe the eyes closed. And if you had any control on your breath here, just letting it go. Take a deep breath in. And open the mouth, sigh it out. One more time, deep breath in. Sigh it out. Release any tension. And breath flows in and out effortlessly through the nose. And if you have time, I invite you to stay in this Shavasana for as long as you can, at least a few minutes. And then when you do decide it's time to get up, slowly bending the knees, maybe even rolling to one side first, and pressing yourself back up into a seat. So wherever you are, maybe in your Shavasana or sitting, I hope that you're feeling a little bit more relaxed and ready to either take on your day a little bit more centered or get ready for a nice restful sleep. So thank you for joining me. I hope to see you in another video. Namaste.